up, everybody? Oh man, you should have heard us cutting it up in the pre-chat here. Okay, welcome to Non-Fungible Guys. This is a podcast about Web3. If you're wondering what Web3 is, it's one web higher than Web2. And if that's not enough notice for you, you really just got to listen to this podcast. And you should also listen to our guest today, who I'll introduce in a minute. I'm one of your hosts, Devon C. Codrington, aka Devon Codrington on X, because Twitter doesn't exist anymore.
Formerly Twitter.
Formerly Twitter, is that what we're saying?
Yeah, that's what I keep seeing in every news article. It's like this person tweet, or I don't even think they say they say posted on X, formerly Twitter.
Wow,
yeah.
That's a lot of words. We just said tweeted before.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, who are you?
I'm NFG Ryan. What's going on, everyone?
Nice. All right, and this week we've got Fettuccine back. Yo, it's been a minute. This is maybe the second person to be on the podcast for a second time, I think. If you don't know Fettuccine, his handle is Fettuccine_Nick, Angel Baby Hit Squad, Demon Hit Squad, Plutus Art, Uniscroll. But you knew all that. You know all about that because you listened to Fettuccine when he was on our episode earlier on this year, and that was episode number
82.
Follow your heart. No, what were you gonna say before?
76.
Oh, you're close. You just said 72. That's the motherfucking right number.
Damn it.
I obviously checked because I was re-listening to the episode and I was like, this is good. Fet, I'll allow you to talk now. What's up? Welcome to Non-Fungible Guys for the second time in the same year.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Thank you for having me on again. I'm excited to get into it with you.
Nice, as are we, as you can tell by my crazy attitude. Thank you for being so gracious with the time today. We all had emergencies, some more severe than others. My emergency was, my whole setup was was kind of delayed by hamburgers and hot dogs, and Ryan was a little bit more serious. Or maybe it was just about hamburgers and hot dogs too.
maybe the daughter ate some bad hamburger. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we'll find out. She's getting tested.
Sorry, she's off the rails, man. Fat. Sorry, you better start talking. Ryan and I had a day. Tell people that didn't listen to the first episode a little bit about you, man, and then we'll go.
Yeah. So I'm Fettuccine, or Nick. I now go by Fettuccine_Nick for people who don't want to use Fettuccine.
Nice.
The founder of Angel Baby Hit Squad, soon to be Club of the Cherubim, Demon Hit Squad. I'm a co-founder of Plutus Art and of Uniscroll.
Good shit.
That's awesome.
Sorry, man. So how have you been? Let's start real simple. How have you been? How's the dentistry? I remember that's what the fam did. What's life like for
everything's good. I mean, obviously it comes with its struggles in the space, trying to do different things than other people have been doing. I've recently been doing the 75 hard challenge, so that's been interesting. What that is a gallon of water a day, no alcohol, 2 workouts a day, 1 has to be outside, and 10 pages of reading.
Damn.
For how long?
For 75 days. And if you miss any of them, then you start over. So every once in a while, I like to challenge myself into something interesting. Last time it was a 1,000-mile run in 250 days. So this time it's the 75 hard challenge.
What?
I like that.
Yo.
Otherwise,
well, that's okay. But let's pause because I was talking to Ryan and I was like, last time we gotta switch things up this time. Okay, but first of all, for those of you that aren't watching the video, this guy just took this giant jug of water. This guy is serious. He's doing it. He's going for it.
Here's a real question: do you refill that jug or do you buy a new jug?
Yeah, so every 3-4 days I'll replace it, but then I refill it.
I was gonna say because they say that you're not supposed to refill all the toxins but anyways,
yeah, I would just be like,
what do I know? I'm no scientist. I'm just
Fettuccine has 75 of those lined up in his basement. There's a garage. Yeah, I was saying last time when I was listening to the episode, it was so long because not it was too long or anything. It was great, but we didn't talk about NFTs for the first 30 minutes. We just talked about other shit, and I was like, okay, we're not going to do that this time. We're going to keep it to a reasonable amount of time, but I want to talk about 75 hard for a
Yeah,
bit.
75 hard is awesome.
two a day workouts, like.
So yeah, 45-minute workouts twice a day. One of them has to be outside. So it's like
45.
showing you that you could kind of go through any weather and do stuff. I don't know why I did it. I think I was just like bored. So
That's
now I'm doing
wild.
it with me, my twin brother, and my girlfriend, and Vivek, actually, one of my teammates on Angel Baby Hit Squad.
Holy. What day are you at?
I'm on day 4, so just getting it.
So how bad
Sorry,
does it
I'm
suck
sorry. I don't know
already?
why I'm laughing at you. Like, I thought he was gonna say like 40. He's like, I just started this morning.
Day 4. So is the weather going to be good enough in like day? I guess what
That's
are we
the
like
point.
day 4? Yeah. Well,
It
no,
doesn't
I mean
matter.
it's going to suck in like day 65. It's going to be a
It'll be
little chilly.
November. I don't think it'll be that bad.
Let's hope not, for your sake.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's
But
cool.
when I was doing the running challenge, that was brutal because it had to be outdoors for every run and tracked and under a certain amount of time, and that was like rain, snow,
Yeah.
heat. Because it was 250 days, it was almost
That's
an
a
entire
year.
year.
And
Damn.
like you went through that?
Yeah,
Whoa.
that
I mean,
one
you
that
look great.
that one had money involved though. That
Oh,
was a
yeah.
When did you
that one
finish that?
that one was a bet. I finished that, I want to say like 2 years ago, maybe three, two
Wow.
years and change ago. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And like,
awesome.
so you got that money and you were like, yo, don't tempt me. Don't test me.
What's next?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. You're like, that's all you got. Pay up and get me a steak dinner. Because
Yeah.
I've been running for the last year. Well, you see, listeners, that's the kind of tenacity and drive that you're gonna get with Angel Baby Hit Squad and Team and Hit Squad, man. Someone that never gives up, someone that will run outside in all weathers, in all weather to make sure that the servers are up. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a reference that's digital, but it's not. All right. What's our first question, Ryan? We totally got derailed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, if technically it was kind of reintroduce yourself, but we kind of did that. I guess you want to just get into the rebrand or kind of what you've been working on?
Yeah, I would love to.
Well, actually,
right.
wait. One
Wait.
second.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Did we talk about the post now? I just want, like, I don't know, maybe I might have just derailed it again. But I just
You
wanted
usually
to,
do, so go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to comment, like, I like how this guy rules. Last time we talked about some of the threads, the famous fettuccine threads, and the one from August was, it's just, I like the honesty, like throwing it all out there, throwing the ups and the downs, and I think we should get into all that throughout the
Okay,
episode. Sorry.
we can
But
do that
like,
now.
well, fuck.
He's already started.
Yeah, let's. So like, why did you post that one and you friggin' pinned it there? Like you were just like, I'm good, I'm leaving it. What was the thinking? How
Is
are you
that's
feeling behind that?
my pin tweet? Let me just
Yeah,
pull it
yeah. It's from, I guess, just under a month ago now. When you were like,
I
we
actually
went
have
from,
yeah, you know what? I do have a few questions. The heavenly highs, the hellish lows,
you're
and
like, yeah.
yeah, okay. Get refreshed. Do you like the long form tweets? I've seen.
I
I know you've
do.
done it a couple times, but
I like it. I think that, I mean, a lot of times when I'm writing threads out and before the long form thread tweets came out, I would have to be editing like tweets down and cutting out like commas and ands to make it shorter. And I feel
yeah,
like I lost a lot of the power behind the words trying to fit it within these guidelines. And I do like the freedom of a long form post every once in a while. This one was interesting. It was during a time when I there was a lot of projects. I mean, we still see it, but a lot of projects going under, a lot of founders that I've seen and never really had much confidence in, going their own way out of the space. And I wanted to just wake people up to the realization that this isn't an easy game to play. It isn't an easy, like it shouldn't be a willy-nilly choice to start a project. You need to understand that this is a commitment, and not only are you committed to your team and your creation, but you're committed to the 2,000, 3,000 holders you may have who have put money in to support your vision and your dream. And seeing so many people drop projects without consideration into that is why I put that out there. I wanted to make them realize, like, sure, there are the high highs that you see on the timeline, but there are also very low lows, and you have to fight through that and be able to come back.
There you go. I do remember when you first came on, Fet, I was super impressed with, because you came at the mindset. Most people, it's like, let's do a project. I'll do it with my buddies, let's have fun. But that was the one thing I noticed, was that you were so like business minded and focused, and like you didn't take shit. Like I was super impressed after our last episode, where I was like, fuck, this guy's like, this is who you need in the space to like get shit done and be that, I guess, leader in the space we would need.
And the guy that's going to tell it as it is, because that's when we talked about. That's when you went on that thread that was just like, you guys need to know what it is. Like, don't like half step. So
I think you're really going to like the rebrand then, based on your last comment. The rebrand's like 10 months in the process, and just everything is focused towards that, to leaning back into my strong suits and making sure that the collection wins.
That's awesome. Before we get into the rebrand, I do have a couple. Do you find paying for Twitter is worth it? I just have a couple of Twitter stuff.
Yeah, I know. Let's go through that.
So, I mean, it's been said on, like, I think Elon tweeted out a few times, like, paying will give you a boost in your engagement. And I've got businesses running with our primary method of communication being Twitter. So I'm like, if it was or wasn't worth it, I wouldn't risk it. I'm not paying for it. And it's only $8 a month, and I've already been paid $70 from the engagement, farming and stuff like that.
No way.
It's paid for my entire
I was gonna
year.
bring that up too, because I know I remember seeing a bunch of tweets, or not a bunch, but I saw you tweeting about the monetization aspect of it. So it did pay off.
Right. Yeah. So if you hit 5 million impressions over the previous 90 days, then you start getting paid, as long as you're a verified user. So if you hit that, then it pretty much pays for your entire year of verification.
That's pretty good. 5 million impressions. I mean, that's attainable.
It's serious, but attainable for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm currently at like 7.5 million over the past 90 days.
Damn.
Huh.
That's impressive.
Not surprised. Yeah. All right. Good shit. No, sorry. I'm just thinking. I was thinking, man. Like, yeah, this is the guy, man. Like, we need like life coach stuff. You're probably being like, be too intense for people. You just be like, yo, like, get out of bed, and they're like, oh, I'm sick, and you're like, get out of bed. We got to run outside. Okay, fuck it. Back to rebrand.
I think that's why I try to do things like this, just to like show people, like, why not? You're able to do it if you just put your mind to it. I think I also rub people the wrong way a lot of times when I'm straight up with them on the timeline, but so be it.
That's the brand, and it's good. You're known for it. It's all good. All right, so tell us about the rebrand and how it's going with Angel Baby Hit Squad, going to Cherubim Club, and yeah, tell us how's it going, where you're at, what we can expect, as much as you're able to talk about it. I know this is now, you're 10 months in, but when we talked about it, you were like maybe 2-3 months, so like this is probably a bit of a delta considering some of the stuff we talked about last time.
Right.
Yeah.
We're like a month. I would say a month. I mean, everything takes a little longer than you expect.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe 2 months from the rebrand being launched. It's been an incredible. Sorry, I'm getting a call.
All good.
You're a busy man. We get it.
Let me just text them and say
that's perfect. He set that up, right? He was like, yeah, hey, at this time, send me a ping. I'm gonna start.
It's like going on a date. Hey, call me like 15 minutes from now, and if it's a bad date, I'll leave. Make up some emergency.
No, but yeah, so it's been a really, really incredible process. So when we dropped ABHS, it was kind of like that I think we talked about it last time. It was kind of like, oh, let's have fun. Let's introduce people to Cardano in a different way that nobody's ever seen. Now that we've kind of grown and we've gotten to a point where the partnership conversations we're having are a lot bigger, a lot more serious. Some of them have had reservations about partnering with a baby hit squad.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. So so we kind of went in the think tank of like, how do we make this a much more presentable brand and grow so that we could not only grow in the right ways, but then also have people be proud about partnering with us. So we thought of Club of the Cherubim. We're doing away with the babies. So we hired Alexia Roubeau. If you're not familiar with her, she's an incredible artist. She did work for Despicable Me 3. She did Love, Death, and Robots. She did the first AI influencer on Instagram. If you remember that girl way back
Little
when.
Michaela.
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah, dude. So it's crazy because I was listening to this and I was like, or not to this one, our previous, and I was thinking about, I was actually wondering, I'm like, who was the designer who was the artist that you got? Because you never said back then. And you were like worked on some films, and I was actually gonna friggin' ask you that. So I'm so glad we got that out. That's sick. That's actually cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So,
the Love, Death, and Robots part.
so she's done incredible stuff. So she's going through every single trait, every attribute, building it in 3D.
Amazing.
And basically, like if your baby has a hoodie or a hat, then
Yeah.
your adult will have a hoodie or a hat. So
Gotcha.
it's essentially growing up, just with much more premium artwork and look. But also, it's 3D rigged, which is going into kind of this business line that we were talking about. So because they're 3D rigged, now we're partnering with multiple video games to sell the skins in their shop.
3D rigs meaning like you can go for movement.
Right. Yeah. So we just landed Bite City. They have over 70,000 active users, and they're going to be selling three of our skins in their shop. And that's going to be supplying the Bless LP. So everybody wins by people winning by people buying our skins. And I think that really lay the land and show that we can partner with 100 different video games. I mean, if we land for Epic Games, then it's game over. That's 20 million.
Did you rehearse what you just said? Because it was awesome. It's game over. I was like, ooh, that's nice.
That is good with the video game.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I did jump into the Bruce Lee. Was it Bite City? I remember seeing.
Sorry. That was us kind of ushering them into Cardano because they were not going to be interested in Cardano. So we're like, we've got a pretty serious community here. Let's do the free mint with you guys and show it. And that solidified the partnership for us to go forward and sell the angels in their trade shop.
That's
so it's metaverse ready, video game ready for anyone to use theirs. We're looking at doing some fun things like apply for your angel to be featured in the trade shop, and then you get the video game shop, and then you get whatever royalties from people buying those skins and stuff like that for whatever ones that we come up with in the future.
Boss. I like that. That is what you call utility, the next level utility right there, right?
Right. And that's just like scratching the surface.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
We're doing a lot more than that. That's with that, like on top of that, we have our tech build outs. I don't know if you've seen Genesis, that we launched a few months ago, which was a straight ETH to ADA converter without having to involve any centralized exchange or like the government knowing about your money.
Oh, that is right. I forgot about that. I didn't even put that in the show note. I forgot. Yeah, you guys did do that, didn't you? Damn it.
I didn't see that.
We onboarded, I think it's like 300,000 ADA in the past few months directly from ETH. Through that, we have
Let's
Exodus.
Talk more about that for a sec. You guys built that out too?
Yeah, so it was us and Ada Anvil. It was our idea. We went to Ada Anvil, which is awesome because then it extends to any other Cardano native token. Like you could exchange ETH to any other Cardano native token.
Is there I mean, feel free to not answer. Is there a spread on the transaction there? Like, is there like a
I think it's a 0.45% fee. And 1 ADA goes to the Bless LP every time that somebody uses it.
That's good. Yeah, it's great.
Minimal fees, yeah.
Nice.
It's definitely cheaper but doing that than going to Coinbase and withdrawing and
you don't have to do anything. You're just in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
We have that.
Good.
We have Exodus, which is our minting platform that you could pay with any cryptocurrency and get a Cardano NFT. All along this idea of onboarding people to Cardano. While we kind of refocus our collection towards making money in the traditional world, our tech build-outs are going to continue focusing on onboarding people to Cardano.
This evangelical. You're like literally like building yourself, but like also adopting and bringing more awareness out to the community or to the chain. Like that's actually sick. What else? Actually, one of the things I wanted to ask about, which obviously we talked about, it's in your bio. What's going on with Uniscroll? What's the status?
Yeah, Uniscroll is doing some awesome things.
We had talked about that when you pitched it, like related to like
a lot of them. I can't say. They're becoming a lot bigger than the original scope of anything Uniscroll was originally going to touch. So I can't say much about that, but I believe that it'll be a household name within Cardano very soon.
Household name.
Damn.
We can't even ask anything after that. I'm like, okay. Well,
I do have a question. I'll jump in quick. How are you guys happy with how, like, what's Plutus looking like? Like, is there a lot of active use? I know, JPEG takes over everything, but I was on there. I have stuff up for sale and stuff on Plutus. Do you guys find was it hard to kind of wedge yourselves in there with the marketplace, or how's it been?
Yeah, so we're currently upgrading our contracts to Icon. So we built the entire marketplace, 14 different smart contracts interacting with each other in Plutus, which it was before Icon was even released, so we didn't even know that was in the pipeline. And Plutus, for anybody listening, is incredibly heavy. Like doing 1 or 2 or 3 smart contracts interacting with each other makes it difficult for transactions to go through. And we did 14 because we wanted this crazy marketplace, and we weren't told so much that it wouldn't work so effectively. So now we're in the process of upgrading everything to Icon, which will make everything really quick. Rewards will be distributed immediately. So that we're in the process of. We did do decently well out of the gate. We were by far and away the biggest marketplace in terms of listings, the second biggest marketplace in terms of listings. But again, going against JPEG, that's a serious feat.
Yeah.
So I've talked with a lot of the other marketplace founders, and we've ideated this solution that we want to work on together, and that's kind of creating a backwards compatible smart contract so that you can list onto the smart contract and allow you to list on multiple marketplaces at once instead of just one.
That's really good.
Yeah, because currently, like if you look at Ethereum as a baseline, it's not a native asset, it's a reference asset. So you can list an NFT on Blur or OpenSea or Rare all at the same time, and whichever UI gets that transaction trigger, they're the ones that get the transaction fee for it. On Cardano, it's a native asset. So the way that it's kind of gone is wherever the liquidity is, everybody goes, because you can only list in one place at once. So if people want an easy, quick sale, they're going to go where the money is. But if we create this backwards compatible smart contract, then you can list in multiple places at once, and it allows people to compete based on their technology as opposed to where the liquidity is.
That's a brilliant idea. I remember we did a little spot in one of our episodes back in the day where people were getting, I wouldn't even say it was a scam or a hack, but they were going into like Etherscan or something where they had listed on one marketplace but didn't change the price on the other marketplace. So they were getting like Bored Apes, I think, for like nothing, like 2 ETH compared to the 48 they were getting sold for on OpenSea.
Right. I mean, that would then become a concern, I guess. But
yeah.
I don't think we're going to be seeing those prices.
No,
and,
no, no. Um, I mean, it is, but you know what? You let ETH go through those little hiccups, and then we perfect them over on Cardano, right? Don't let it happen. That kind of stuff.
What you could do is a time limited listing, like
right.
Listed for 1 month, because I mean that smart contract then allows you to do it. So it's not there forever. It's only there for a month.
So that's what one of the things I was kind of like, I'm still kind of jammed up on this. Backwards compatible smart contract is in like, so normally you're
As
doing,
in, pretend that's the marketplace. You
yeah,
could list it to that and then tell that I want this to show up on JPEG, on Flipper, on DropSpot, on Plutus.
yeah,
And then wherever you decide to buy it, like Plutus, whatever, Flipper,
yeah.
whoever does that transaction, they get the marketplace fee.
Gotcha. Okay. So instead of, it's just kind of like, instead of just has to be the contract between you and Open and JPEG Store, you're just giving that option. You're okay. That's
I
actually,
like that way better.
that was a great way of explaining it. Yeah. Because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, why do I not understand this? Like but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? It's just a little bit quantum mechanics. You never know exactly what's going to happen. And then whichever one collapses, you'll have all options at the same time, because that's what quantum mechanics is. Everything is 0 and 1 at the same time. And then when you observe it, it collapses down to a position. And then
totally common knowledge. Everyone
yeah,
knows that.
yeah, superposition. Nick, you know that. I know this guy knows this. Right? Okay, never mind. Let's keep on going. I just basically didn't understand something that was basic, so I tried to pull in some abstract thing to make it sound like, this he's got general knowledge. It's okay. He's still smart. That's awesome. Cool. I can't believe. Well, I say I can't believe, but I mean the onus is on the big fish in the pond to like not encourage that, obviously, right? But like, why wouldn't that be built in to the blockchain, the ecosystem, how we operate? Is it just because the smart contracts were closed? Is it Plutus?
The reason it wasn't built was because Plutus as a language is difficult and expensive, and nobody wanted to front that money. Now that we have Icon,
multiple.
Yeah, exactly. And if we all came together as the smaller marketplaces, it would be digestible.
Interesting. That's really like, I think it's important to like not overlook that, which is why I was thinking about it the whole time, just because it's like something like that could really, really, really signify a major change for the whole chain. Think about that, like for just being applied elsewhere.
Because then it allows every marketplace to compete based on their technology and their ability to a user, as opposed to just liquidity. Like then we can start to see some awesome new features that nobody's done before.
Yeah. And that just becomes the norm. And when something becomes the norm, it becomes cheaper. And it may not be cheaper per se, but it's going to be more people will be less disenfranchised or disinclined to attempt it, from a programmatical standpoint, because they'll be like, well, other people are doing this, I might as well, right?
It would absolutely be cheaper, because I mean, why would somebody be buying on one marketplace for a 2% fee when they could, in the same transaction, do it from a marketplace with a 0.5% fee?
Right.
So you're saving that money right there.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that's cool. That's big. I'd love to see how this like manifests in like, when do you want to be on? Another 8-10 months? And then you can be like, yeah, the market's changed because of me. I did it. Yeah, everything is different.
But yeah, there's a lot of exciting things in the works, especially with the Angels. Angels are my core focus right now, just because so much is going on and we're so close to release. Another cool part is the clothing line that we're releasing. Club Carbon. We hired this awesome fashion designer called Say. She's had a show in New York City Fashion Week. She's been featured in Vogue a few times, Rolling Stone. She was just invited to Brazil for an art installation where they were showcasing her clothing. So she designed an entire clothing line for Cherubim, which it's going to be really awesome. So you land on our new website when that goes live. I just got the domain cherubim.club, so a lot cleaner. But you go on, you could either choose the clothing side or the social club side. The social club being the NFTs and what all the benefits you get from owning that. The clothing line side, you go into a normal clothing shop. But if you connect to your wallet, it recognizes you as an angel holder and you'll get 25% off of everything. So a way to onboard the traditional fashion world into digital collectibles, because we're already going to be in multiple stores on launch through her distribution.
Wait a minute. What? Stop it, man. Stop. Nick Fettuccine. Stop, bro. Like he's just like, yeah, you'll get 25% off. I'm like, cool. I was like, oh, that's a point about, another point of utility. That's why it's not just, not just surface level. You're getting into a game and like there's other stuff here. Like he's still got the basics. He's like, yeah, but we're also going to be in stores. You're going to gloss over that? What the hell? Yeah. Also, that's a huge name and like. Also, you're the sweater. I saw the sweater because I like this thing here on the hood, and I was like, "That looks sick." That like
this was me. I designed this, but the new one is.
Oh, so you're saying that they look better than this?
Oh, this is like streetwear. The other one is very nice.
All right, nice. But
I'm black hoodie, streetwear.
The black hoodie is a black hoodie, man. Like and like the logo, it looks designer.
The new logo is very clean too. Have you seen that?
I have not. Have I?
Isn't it looks like a club, right? Like a.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's almost like the key, but the top is a club.
Right. So the idea of that was Club of the Cherubim. I'm gonna see if I could pull it up on.
No, I have it. Yeah, and it's
right. It's in this pinned tweet.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh yeah. So it's COTC in the shape of a club. So Club of the Cherubim, and it's got the cross and halo illusions. Right. It's a clean logo.
Deep. I have a quick question about the clothing. Would you guys be doing any kind of like digital versions of it? That's the new kind of new term, phygital.
We have probably the best solution out there for phygital, so to speak. We actually have a catalyst proposal right now
exciting,
because we have it built on Ethereum, the technology for a product bound token, but we're bringing it to Cardano, and essentially what it is so say I'm you're Rolex and I'm a standard buyer of a Rolex. I get the physical item. I could scan it and get the NFT in my wallet. But the current solution right now, I could sell that NFT to anybody else for $5, and I'm not preserving like the value of Rolex in the metaverse.
Right. Yeah.
So, or the other solution is a soulbound token. So I scan it and it goes into my wallet, but I can't sell it ever. But then I could sell the Rolex, and what happens? Then I'm stuck with the Rolex NFT that I don't own, and I'm not the same clientele that's owning the actual product. So what we created is a product bound token. So I scan it, it goes into my wallet. I can't sell it unless I sell you the Rolex. You could then scan it and it takes it out of my wallet and puts it in your wallet.
Oh, so there it is.
Rolex then knows that they're preserving the value of their brand in the metaverse, because whoever has it in the metaverse owns an actual Rolex. They can track their high value clients. It's like a verified certificate of authenticity, and it allows all these premium brands to get into the space that didn't want to create a whole new NFT division before, because now they could only focus on their products, which they're already great at. You created the solution to bring them in the metaverse and not have to worry about it.
Okay, two questions. What's the scanning like? Is the scanning on like? Sorry, go ahead.
That's also a white label for ABHS. So as we bring in high value clients, then they will be funding the Bless LP through the profits that we make through that.
Damn. Is it so the Soul token thing? Is that similar? I haven't even delved into it, but I saw Crypto Raggies doing something about souls. Do you know anything about that? Is it similar to what you're discussing?
I don't know about that, but we don't have soulbound tokens on Cardano right now.
Yeah.
So that is very, or it's coming out very soon
Yeah.
for decentralized IDs and stuff like that. So, if I had my medical records, you don't want to be able to transfer those. Those should be stuck in my wallet.
Right.
So that's the current solution for product bound tokens for products or freely traded NFT. But a lot of people don't like that loose solution. So we created, I think, the best one.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Yeah, I was just trying to find their info on it, but I never did the deep dive. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all good. Sorry, Ryan. So the scan, is that like you're scanning like a certificate of authenticity and scanning a QR code or something? Or are you scanning a product specifically? What do you think?
So it would have to be it would have to be in partnership with whatever the actual brand is. So it can't be just a standard user getting their own Rolex on the blockchain. It has to be in partnership with Rolex. But that could be executed in multiple different ways, a QR code, an NFC chip.
NFC chip, right. That would
however
work. So has this kind of method or model, product bound token, which is a great term, makes a ton of sense. Are you seeing traction and kind of like maybe ears perk up for brands that are actually like, wait a minute, this works because we found a way to tie it. And now we don't even have to think about trying to design something different because we could literally just stick with Rolex. They have, you know, on the Rolex website, like it's actually these awesome, you know how it is, 3D versions. And it's like, take that and they're like, they have it already. They have all the stuff, package it up nicely in a digital way, but like it's already there. Like they don't even have to do anything.
They wouldn't have to create a new division. That was a big hurdle for a lot. Is how do we effectively join the metaverse? How do we create a Web3 extension? And now they don't need to. Now all they need is our solution, and then they're good.
Nice.
Amazing.
Whoa,
yeah, I love that.
That's really, really cool. Okay,
it's another part of our like tech build outs for ABHS.
Tech build out section. That's cool. All right.
Yeah. We have four different sections of it now. So the social club is where we have our events, our business discounts. Actually, that's probably the coolest thing that we're working on. Bigger than anything that you've heard so far.
No way. Get out.
Is we're building out basically like, you know, in your Apple Wallet. Here, I'll just like for example, like when you're a part of a club or something like that, you get a pass in your Apple Wallet, you could scan it and you get in. We're building out an Apple Wallet pass to recognize you as an NFT holder. So it'll check if you have the pass or not, or the NFT in your wallet or not, and get you access. And then it really depends on what companies that you want to partner with and give you discounts. But my previous experience before I came into Web3, I was CMO of a payment processing company, the only union pay partner in the United States, which is China's biggest bank. And they have 100,000 terminals at 100,000 businesses throughout the US.
Whoa.
And I'm talking with them. And if we could land that partnership, then we can immediately get discounts and benefits at 100,000 businesses for being
then it's like then it's like
and it's all verified.
And that's enough. So that's a white label solution in two parts, because we could first of all white label the Apple Wallet part, so you could become a Claymates holder and you could verify with your phone that you are, or we could sell you the access to the 100,000 businesses for $2-3 million or whatever we price that at, and that's a serious revenue driver for our company as well.
Wow.
Yeah, because you've probably heard about the fact that they say Starbucks' valuation really comes from their rewards program. Like the rewards program is actually what's keeping like Air Canada alive, because like the rewards program tends to be worth so much more. It's actually convertible to currency when you look at what it looks like and the kind of the loyalty that it retains. And being able to kind of like have something that can give you something like that has way, way more value than people recognize, because the access to that data or to the community that's Yeah, and I mean, if you collect as many data points as you can, then like there you are. That's
Exactly. So
huge.
that's the social club part of it, the events
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
access to things that you would normally not get access to. Um, then we have the IP side, which is the value of the Angel brand, which is or your personal NFT, and how we're going to help propel that and help incentivize people to use Angels as your IP. So that the extension of that is like the video game sales. So you could see the Angels in multiple different video games. We're basically doing courses on or building out courses to show you how to leverage your brand and grow within our ecosystem. So there's a lot of things that are getting built out within the IP branch of it. Then we have the what we're calling the canopy, and that's all the goods. So that's like CPG. We're doing wine, olive oil, with the angel on it, with the new angel, which I'm sure you guys have seen. And showing that there's a value in using our branding and creating these goods. That's also where the clothing line is going to be under. And then the last one is the tech build outs. And I've kind of gone into those.
That's a lot. We've got a lot of spinning plates.
I think you're muted, by the way. Not you. Right?
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I saw you speaking. I'm like,
yeah. No, that was great. Wine, olive oil. What, my guy? Like,
yeah. So that I also do the U.S. distribution for an Italian olive oil company. I used to more so than I do now, but I help out. So we're just relabeling our premium olive oil.
How do you not get behind you and just be like how do you like listen to all this stuff that you've just listed off and everything? We haven't even talked about the rebrand necessarily, like, and all this stuff that you're building out. And it's like, how do you not want to just like, here, take my money, let's invest and let's go. Let's make some money together.
There's too many irons on the fire to not for them to not, yield something.
I think that a big hurdle was the fact that I came up in Cardano as a Cardano person. I ventured off into ETH to see if we could bring in new people over there, and it's a hard echo chamber to get out of. I definitely have done that more so than a lot of Cardano people, but definitely not to the level that I should have. And that's also kind of a big reason for the rebrand, is giving some people something fresh to look at and showing like we're not gone, we're not faded like a lot of these other projects have been. We're putting as much fuel into the fire as we can, and we've got a lot of shit coming.
Yeah, that's 100%. Now I'm like 100% getting why before you kept on being like, for a brand, we don't like a baby holding guns. We can't put that everywhere.
Yeah. So that one, we had a really interesting conversation with a really big clothing company, and we wanted to do a clothing collaboration with them. And it happened at the same time that the Balenciaga shit happened.
Oh yeah. The kids, that shit was wild, man.
They're like, you know what, we really want to do this, but a baby hit squad probably doesn't sound so good for
they had like baby dominate, like I don't know how you describe it.
And I'm like,
baby leather. Let's just say babies in leather.
Like that makes a lot of sense. So we'll fix that, and then we'll come back to you.
I could see Angel Baby being popular within the like punk skater style, right? But yeah, I guess if you want to go a little more mainstream, it makes sense to rebrand.
Right, and we do have demons for the punk side of things. So that's going to be more of our liquor partnerships, our streetwear. But then for the elevated side, where we want to be like this premier collectible, that's going to be the cherubim.
Okay,
I forgot about Demon. We just kind of glossed over Demon, but Demon's still there too. Like, damn, you get so much going on. It's so fucking. It's a lot to go. Like, where do we go? Where do you want to go? Do we want to just jump into the rebrand? I do have a few questions with the rebrand, but So the rebrand is obviously just for the ETH side of the whole, I guess, company.
Yeah.
I guess my first question is, are you guys gonna be doing the rebrand something like what Spacebuzz did, or some kind of like fun transformation to it, or is it just like, hey, burn this 1-to-1 and we'll send you, like, how are you guys going to introduce the rebrand?
So, I mean, there's a whole wrench thrown in now just because I don't know if you guys saw in the timeline, but somebody reported the Angel collection and got it removed from OpenSea. They like reported it. So we're working on getting that back up. So, I mean, the ideal way that we would like to see it happen is you could stake your Angel right now, you get your blessed token, and then you send the blessed token. We're working on a promo video right now where the Angel walks in, he drinks from a chalice, and it grows into the adult. But so yeah, you'll get that, and it would just update the metadata from your previous Angel to the adult Angel. You'll get the PFP view kind of like this.
Yeah.
And you'll get the full body, and then you'll get the 3D rigged version, and then you'll also get the old Angel. So you still own the old IP.
Nice.
You own the new IP. But with this wrench thrown in, we've got some questions to kind of go through with the team. If we can't figure out how to get it back up, do we go to Cardano? Do we create a new collection? So we're still figuring that out. We've got a few months to figure that out. But
do you stay on ETH, or do you shift over to Poly? Maybe
that's a consideration. I think that for the time being, for at least the next year, I wouldn't mind being on Cardano, where our strong suit is until the market comes back, and then I have no reservations about going back to ETH. But with OpenSea being down on our collection page right now, I don't feel good about staying on ETH when one actor can bot me and remove my entire collection.
Yeah.
It's a little, that's pretty shitty. So Angel Babies, if I'm not mistaken, technically haven't sold out, right?
Correct. Yes. So that's an interesting. We have, I think, about 1,000 left. So we're at 90% sold out. When we go into the rebrand, those are all going to go into a team wallet, and those are reserved not to sell on secondary or to give away to anyone. Those are exclusively going to be sold on our website as a Web2 option of becoming a member of the Club of the Cherubim. So if you're not,
that's a good idea.
If you're not, if you don't know how to do MetaMask or Vesper or whatever wallet we end up going with, then you can sign into the club with your email. It'll be a custodial one, and we'll recognize you as a holder of this one, but it'll say in our wallet. Whenever you want, then you could withdraw it. But that opens up the club to millions of new people who don't know how to do all this NFT stuff.
That's fucking brilliant.
Great idea. And it also, you got 1,000.
It doesn't dilute our current holders because they won't know how to sell.
Because I was wondering if you were gonna have to mint it out, then the metadata changes and then open up a faucet and let people kind of faucets on Cardano, how they work. But
we're gonna mint them. They're I'm sticking with the initial plan of having the full collection out there. It won't be sold to Web3 natives. It'll be sold to Web2 natives.
So they're minted
that's such a great idea.
So what do you price those at? Do you take a median price, a floor? What do you do there?
It's going to be a premium. Basically, whatever the floor price is, plus the price of an upgrade from the Angel to the Cherubim. It's free if you've been a staker of it, because you're just using our utility token, but we're going to convert that to USD and add that to the floor, and that's whatever the Web2 price is going to be.
Gotcha. And timing wise, are you just like, hey, rebrand's going live tomorrow, and then we just fucking buy them all up, and or are you going to do something? Because
I guess we're going to go live, but I'm shooting for October, beginning of October. I'm sure it won't be then, but it'll go live. It's not a new mint. It's essentially you'll go in, you'll create the transaction on Cardano, you'll send the bless that it is. It'll be free if you have been staking, and then it'll update your metadata. So you'll see it over time, like currently all these angel babies, but then every day you'll see more and more cherubim as opposed to the angel babies.
Right. Cool.
And we're going to incentivize people to switch over.
Damn, I got a nice chunk of bless. I forgot I had staked. I got like 4,700. Not bad. I totally forgot until we started talking about the staking. I was like, oh yeah, I got fucking a couple in there.
Look at this guy.
Look at me. Look at me go.
Non-fungible guy right over there.
So,
that's a great idea. I love that. I really, really do. That's really cool. And I think that what I'm thinking is like, it could be, I mean, who knows what kind of adoption or whatever, but like as more of these things roll out, more of the business side, the tech side stuff roll out, or maybe not the tech side, the business side, it's like if it does, imagine like,
well, the
pay processing,
the grand vision is, I mean, we've got so many things working, and they're not just like little hit singles here. Like if any of them hit, they're gonna be a home run.
Yeah, it's gonna make those like
all of them
steal.
All of them are funding the Bless LP. So at some point, if any of these hit, the Bless LP is going to be worth so much that it would be almost stupid not to own an angel.
Agreed. Ryan, how many do you have?
I just have the 2.
I don't know if I have any.
I don't think you do.
Sorry, Nick.
You have a demon though. I think you have a demon.
The demon I do. Okay. Oh, great. My computer froze up. Now I'm like checking shit out. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it froze up, and it's not going to unfreeze until we're off air.
If you want to buy an angel, you can't do it off of OpenSea right now. You'd have to do it off of Blur or another marketplace.
So even that's so stupid. So you got bought in, now you can't even purchase off secondary. I was just about to go look to see kind of where
you can off of any other marketplace, but whoever it was reported me, and now I'm talking to OpenSea employees and getting us back up, but it's a whole process.
That's so annoying. Like one person could just fuck your operation up like that.
It's a good thing it's a bear market.
Yeah, for real.
Not many secondary trades anyway.
How do you feel about the space right now? I know I can't remember if we asked you in the first 10 months ago or whenever we had you on the first time, but how are you feeling from, I mean, I was loving watching your Twitter timeline during NFT NYC. I was like, this guy's he's drinking hot dog water. He's like flying in a helicopter. I'm like, this guy's loving life right now. But I don't know. How do you think the space is right now? I know it's in a bull, or a bear.
Yeah, I think that it's like a blessing and a curse. Like we've seen a lot of the BS go away. A lot where, I mean, we used to see a new drop every day and then a new rug every day, and now it's really just the people that care about the space here that are left, and that I really like. Unfortunately for the builders that genuinely care, it's now getting to the point that things are really dry, and if they haven't focused on something else besides royalties, I'm expecting to see a few more collections go, but I think it's an awakening. Like, good times aren't here forever, and if you're not building for a sustained future, then you're not going to be around in the next bear market.
I know this guy loves it. That's awesome.
Did you see the big rug? I think it was today.
This shit, man. This guy's awesome.
Cardaxians or whatever. They took someone was telling me they raised like 12 mil and just rug today or recently.
I need to let my girlfriend in the apartment.
Oh
yeah, no worries.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's okay to come in. That's
yeah, right. Join the pod.
This is what it's funny because this is why I love having someone like Fettuccine on, because it's like this guy's so long-term thinking.
Yeah,
I mean, him and his team, I'm sure it's like a collaborative effort, but so long-term thinking, and it's like this is what you want to invest in, stuff like this, because they're thinking about all these different avenues. It's not about, hey, let's mint another collection or let's do this. They're like, how the hell do we onboard companies? Not even like how do you onboard people? It's how do you onboard Web2 companies, right?
Yeah.
Like it's impressive.
Was your partner outside doing a workout for the 75 hard? Like I can't imagine anything else. Like
She's very successful as an entrepreneur herself. She runs really awesome events in New York City. For every month, she does an event for young female entrepreneurs to come together
nice.
and network and meet. Really cool. She's actually doing an event in LA in a few weeks, so it's exciting keeping up to date with her businesses too.
That
I
is
expect
awesome.
nothing less. Like you
Yeah.
just surround yourself with winners, right?
That's
The
so good.
craziest, it's my twin brother. I have a twin brother, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
His company is killing it right now. If you check out his timeline, he just got shouted out by Mike Tyson the same way that mine was. But for his company, it's essentially a master class or like fitness class for those with special needs.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
he found during the pandemic, he was volunteering at a gym, and they couldn't go in anymore because they were immunosuppressed or whatever other
Yeah.
reason. Started doing it over Zoom, and the classes grew from like or 10 people to 500 people. And now he's partnered with the Special Olympics with Best Buddies. He got an
Holy
investment
crap.
from the state of Connecticut, from Tyson, and so many more.
Yeah.
It's really, really
Tyson's in the
crazy.
whole, you're with your whole fam, eh? Is this Kibu?
Kibu, yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I saw this earlier on. I was like, cool. I actually was looking to see what was on Tyson's shirt because I was like, it's going to be like Angel Baby or it's going to be something else. You know what I mean? I literally actually thought that.
Yeah, he's really cool with our family,
Oh, it's you and him, or is that your twin brother and him?
so
brother.
dumb,
That's
Jamad. So dumb. He just said,
I'm sorry,
"Oh my
I'm fucking
god."
lowballing this. It's like lobs, man. Ryan.
See, at least him and his twin look like we've two buddies that are twins,
Oh fuck.
but like they look nothing
I
alike.
didn't
Like
know they were
people,
twins for like 4 years.
but
Seriously.
at least you guys look like twins.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
That's hilarious. Good stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at here? Where
I
are we
don't
at?
even know.
Let's
I'm
get
all
back on track, everybody. Sorry, we're so distracted, man. Like, this is what it. All right. NFT LV.
oh yeah, I threw that one in there just because it's coming up to it, and it's like we got to ask
Well,
everyone that's
yeah, yeah, yeah. What
Yeah.
yay or nay?
So we went to Rare Evo. It was a great
Nice, nice.
thing. We met a lot of great people. Got some things in the works. NFTLV. I'm just gonna go myself and
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
around. I'm not doing a booth. I'm trying to save some money for the other things that we're building right now. We put a lot in last year, just with like the whole after party, and I don't know if you were there.
yeah, we
Um,
we
Yeah,
were
oh, it was
there.
amazing.
Thank
It
you, by
was
the way. It was
one of the
amazing.
one of the best
yeah.
parties I've been to.
So we're trying to save a little money this year so that we could come back 10 times stronger next year. So I'll be there. I'll be shaking everybody's hands, but
Nice.
not be doing a booth or a party. We were trying to do the clothing line launch in time
Yeah.
for it, and like a bar, like rent out a bar or something like that to do like a fashion show kind of launch. But I don't think it's going to be completed in time. So we'll probably do a New York City event sometime in October.
Hmm. Cool. Good shit.
Gotta let us know. Pop on down.
Yeah.
Okay. So, dude, that's I actually now I don't want to finish on this last bit because so
Drop that alpha. Where's the alpha, right?
yeah,
That's what you want
drop
to
some
end up.
alpha. Drop some alpha. Yeah, I think that's what I want to go to. And drop some alpha. I mean, you've kind of already have dropped a ton of great shit.
That was. I'm trying to think if I have any other alpha that I'm allowed to say.
I know, right?
We've got some
You're the boss.
cool
It's fine.
things in the works. I don't want to jinx anything, but we're moving in the right direction. I think that a lot of our project has been trial and error and iterating until we could find our vein and where people
Yeah.
see us and understand us and understand where we're going. And this whole process that we've been in through the rebrand, we've been very quiet about almost everything that I've talked about on this show. Most people don't know anything about it. So when it all comes out in a very nice, clean packaging, we're changing everything. I think that people will wake up to what we've been doing for this long. I mean, even the art alone has taken 9 months to show you like how serious of an artist Alexia is and how much time she puts into each of the attributes. It's very incredible to see.
Have you guys started dropping a lot of sneak peeks? I have the notifications turned on, but I just jump in every so often. But I haven't been paying too much attention. There's the one that you keep sharing, right? The one.
Yeah, I got mine as like the PFP that I rock now. I mean, I could show you some of them.
Sounds.
So these are like the PFP views.
Furious.
Oh, that's a tough.
That's another one.
Nice.
You also get the full body, which is kind of like reminiscent. Here's another cool one.
Oh yeah,
I like
yeah.
You people don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, and then you get the full body, which is like this, and those are all 3D rigged. Yeah, I'm gonna show you another one.
That marbleized one was sick. That was sick.
It's really cool to see. Oh, here's the new logo, just for reference. So the C.
Yeah.
I love it.
Let's see. I need to create a new folder in my phone just to make it like scrolling through actual pictures. But this is the full body, and you can see the bathroom.
Yeah.
Wow, look how crisp that is.
How crazy it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's crazy about I mean, this is just a screenshot, but you could actually see the pores on the face, like when it's nuts.
All right.
People, if you've been sleeping, time to wake up.
It looks like I'm looking at it, I'm like expecting it to move.
And we're making the collection a lot more cohesive. So way back when we made ABHS, it was kind of like, all right, what other attributes could we do?
Yeah,
we'll throw
it in.
Banana, we'll throw but
rocket
now
launcher.
Yeah, I mean, we're still keeping the weapons, but the things that didn't make sense are being changed into something that does make sense more.
Gotcha.
Or looks better. So I mean, the hat will still be a hat, but a banana will be something else because I didn't like the banana, but it'll always be that new something else.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it. What's I don't know. Oh no, we already did that though. With your favorite restaurant, your favorite food, man. Like, no, we have to ask you something different. Because he's like, it's hot dog water. Sorry.
How fun was look at this jug of water, and it kills me every time. What was your favorite part of the whole excursions you did for NFT NYC for the D gods?
That was very fun. And that wasn't without purpose. It was I think I tweeted about it. I'm like, I'm gonna show everybody this week what a holder should look like. Like if you're really gonna be supporting a collection, I mean everyone does like the quiet supporting of a project that they like. They'll like a tweet, they'll comment something. Like, I'm gonna show you how to be a diehard supporter of a collection. So everything I tweeted that week was about DeGods. It was like, look how sick this is, look how sick this is me doing this challenge, this is me doing this challenge, and I got hundreds of thousands of impressions all around DeGods. Not only that, but interacting and meeting with some of the biggest holders in the Ethereum space, talking with the DeGods team. It was a very there's a lot that I got out of that. And I mean, I chat with them. I talk with all the big holders now in that space, and I've learned a lot from what they've done well and what they've done poorly, and how to bring it back and kind of take all those lessons that I learned and apply it to this rebrand that we've got going on with Angels. So it was twofold. First of all, getting in that circle, and then second of all, showing how to be a real holder.
No, that's actually pretty sick. The second part of using that to leverage and build a connection, and once that connection's made, there you are, and then everything else you do, it's just leveraged by the input and experience of that community. So it's great. That's solid. Nice. Nice baby angel right there.
Yes, this is the baby.
That's
I
awesome.
thought we'd make it through the whole episode without her waking up, but that's okay.
It's the first time someone actually joined the podcast, like from like this is
From
crazy.
the household.
Like, yeah, from the house. We've made it. We've had close calls before. We've been able to make it like so many episodes, but like this is
episode 107. Finally,
yeah, first time. That's not a bad run. Not a bad run.
Want to say hi, Zoe? No, okay.
Not at all. Also hates me every time.
I can see it.
Yeah, I get it. I rub you the wrong way. All right, dude. Right. So we were gonna do the big CTA at like, what's the big call to action? What do we? I mean, if you're listening to right now, I don't even think you have to be convinced on anything. You're gonna seek it out. You're gonna find it on your own. Yeah, this is definitely what a builder looks like. This is definitely someone that put their head down and was just like, yeah, we'll see how it goes. And well, yeah, I'll tell you, like, just follow up with me. And like, this is crazy. It's been 8 months and you have done what more than what some projects are doing their entire existence, and more like what you've done for your one project, like it's just like could have been so many more. So, like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think you probably know this, and the fact that there's a lot you're not telling us is pretty exciting. I need to kind of actually hop on this, and there's still time. No pressure, of course, right?
The call to action right now. I mean, if you know how to interact with Blur as opposed to OpenSea, then why not pick up a few angels? They're very cheap right now because we've been very quiet through this entire rebrand. Other than that, just follow me on Twitter, follow ABHS on Twitter. The name will be changing soon to Cherubim Club. So just be aware and interact, say hi, say what's up, ask questions. I'm always available and interested in getting to know my holders.
Solid. Love it. Ryan, anything else?
That's all. Thank you again for being number 2 to come on twice.
Yeah, this is the best. This is the best update ever. Best update, everybody.
I'll be number 1 to get on 3 times.
Yeah, no, we're fine with that. We can reserve that spot. We can do that, man. Come on, you next will be like, yeah, I'm selling applesauce now. Like it doesn't matter, like anything, man.
We got a club phone coming out.
Yeah, probably, right? Like that. Dude, thank you so much. Welcome anytime. We're gonna keep our eyes on you, obviously. Thank you for being a patron of the podcast. We love it.
Good luck on your 75 days.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it'll be a process, but thank you guys so much. I mean, it's always a very fun conversation with you. It's definitely different than the standard NFT conversations, which usually bore me. But these are always
nice. Yeah.
We're doing something right.
Different brand over here. We rebrand every episode. That's how you stay long. Every episode we go in and we're like, we got these notes. Yeah, okay, great. Question 1, let's deviate from all of this. and that's the formula. And here we are 107 episodes later. And we're glad you decided to come back.
And I think if we're not mistaken, this episode or the next one might be our official 2-year drop date.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right.
We're like,
all right, cool.
I think the
come
19th
back for that
or something. Yeah.
All right, man.
It's a lot better than a lot of people. They try to start a podcast and do 1 or 2 episodes, and you guys are 107 in.
Yeah, you know what? It's been cool. The metrics, and we never really talk about them, but the metrics have like changed this spring, summer. It's interesting. We're getting like a lot more trickle in afterwards. I think because it's long form, and there's definitely someone that talked to me and been like, I don't make it in one sitting, but like you just want to get through it. And we've had like the numbers like hit a level, and then you go back and a week or 2 later, you're like, oh shit, okay, right, this is cool. So I don't know what that looks like in a graph, but it's just like it's in backwards. I don't know. You know what? Never mind.
I'm excited to see it. Oh, this episode is brought to you by steak.com for sponsorships.
That's awesome.
Hey, we're open to any sponsorships. Come on over.
Yeah.
Help us out, folks.
Yeah, Cherubim Club. We'll drop an ad every
there we go.
I mean, I'm gonna rock the gear regardless. Yeah, I'm in Toronto and Yorkville, man. I need to walk around wearing this shit. It's gonna look sick. Yeah.
Let me get like I'll show you after this is done, but I'll see if I have any teasers of the clothing. So it's really cool.
I would actually love to see that. Yeah. So
well, let's wrap it up and get screw the listeners. Move on.
You know, we're gonna hang on here and talk about this. All right.
Play that music, Devon.
Playing that music.
All right. NFGs.
We out. That ending. We should have ended it before, and we're just talking. Oh wait, no, I almost hit the wrong button. I almost ended the meeting.